Sup YouTube, Funky D on the roof. There's gonna be some sick stuff in this video. Like, it's one of those days when like the stars aligned and I got all kinds of crazy good stuff in. I'm gonna start off with one TTM, which is not one of the big Mojo things I'm gonna show you here, but it actually kind of sucks a little bit. It's from Luke Shen. I had sent him the Prism card for my set, and I got this back. So if anybody out there gets a Luke Shen Prism base TTM, and this was your card, let me know. On the off chance that actually happens, I was hoping to get that for my set. Anyway, everything else is just ridiculous. I'm gonna start with this. If you like my Facebook page, you've already seen this, but I had a really sweet opportunity for an IP signing. I was watching the news the other day, and they mentioned how Pedro Martinez was going to be in the state capitol. They were going to be honoring him at the Senate and Assembly, and he was going to get like some award. So I was like, well, shit. I mean, I could walk there, you know, from where I work very easily. And I always keep an official Major League ball with me. I could pick these up for 12 bucks at the LCS. So I've always got one, so now I'm going to need to get a new one. But anyway, it was kind of weird. Like, there was a few of us, maybe 10 of us, kind of stalking him, and we were waiting by this one door, and then we see the press all go to this other door. So we're all waiting there, and sure enough, here he comes, but he takes a sharp left and goes out another door, because the poor guy's trying to get to the bathroom. And so he does that, and there's people there, representatives from the Senate, sort of just telling people there'll be an opportunity later, you know, you could see him later, this and that, blah, blah, blah. So he comes out of the bathroom, and as they're walking towards the assembly room, it's as if the other guy never said anything. We're all, you know, hey Pedro, how's it going, you know? And it didn't look like I was gonna make it, because he was getting close to the assembly chamber, and I was about to be like out of luck. And this girl from the local news stopped him, and she stopped right in front of me and was talking to him, and he stopped for her, answered her question, and then she wanted to take a selfie with him because apparently she's a fan. So she hands me her camera, so I take the picture, and then as I'm giving it back, I hand him the ball. He takes it and signs it. So it was pretty sweet, man. Nice Pedro Martinez sweet spot. And yes, it is an official Major League ball. I know that I've seen some people heavily criticized in some of the Facebook groups for using China balls, which frankly, if it's for your collection, I think you could use whatever the hell you want. Do what you can to try to make sure that the signature is going to stay, you know, whatever. It's a hobby, it's collecting. But anyway, that's on a side note. So I was pretty pumped for that. I'm not a Red Sox fan, but I'm definitely a baseball fan, and I could appreciate a Hall of Fame career like this guy had. I mean, he had like 15 wins a season. Like, these days, if a guy does that, he's something special. But anyway, absolutely sick. All right, next I'm going to show you contest winnings from Ricky Claus, St. Ricky. I forget what I'm calling him. But anyway, he selected me as a winner in one of his contests, and I got two really sweet hockey rookie autos. Here's a Joe Morrow from SP Game Used. Nice signature on that sticker there. So pretty sweet. And the next one, this guy I think is trying to imitate my signature. Matt Nieto for the Sharks, numbered out of 149. Look at that. It's not just your average scribble. I mean, he took his time and made it a nice long scribble. Kind of looks a lot like my signature. But anyway, pretty awesome. Thank you, Ricky. You guys all know him. You're all subscribed to him. I don't need to say anymore. He's just that dude. He's that guy. Everybody knows him. So thank you, Ricky. All right. Then Denny sent me his PSA cards, and with that in mind, I spoke with the guy at the LCS, and unfortunately March is out of the question. The submission won't be until April, but it should be in April, and pretty early in April as well. So you guys have more time to get your stuff to me. The guys that have gotten your stuff to me, thank you for getting it in ahead of time. You know, you just made sure that you're definitely going to be included. As far as the payments, I'll let you know how much it's going to be. I mean, you can pretty much figure it out, just 15 per auto, and if you need me to use the semi-rigids for you, it's just throw in $1 extra total. Otherwise, if it's condition, it's 10 bucks per card. Same deal with the semi-rigids, just $1 total, $1 bucks for your total order. I don't need $1 per, that would be crazy. But anyway, Denny sent me his stuff, and he sent me some PC stuff as well, some Wade Boggs base and inserts. Had all those, but he also threw this in, and I was like stunned when I saw this. Take it out of the bag, but it does have some tape on it. This is a really sick Caps PC card. Look at that. Freaking crazy, right? National Treasures. Alex Ovechkin, multicolored jersey, number 37 of 50. That's probably one of my nicest Ovechkins at this point. I have an auto that's up there with this, and now this is probably my nicest memorabilia of his. Alright, so I got through that stuff kind of quick, I guess. I'm going to show you this next. Went to the LCS. I mentioned how I was starting to try to collect Ben Zobrist, and he threw this at me. He said $2. I said, done. Then I bought one of his grab bags. Had this card on top, and I was like, oh well, can't win them all. Usually the first card is the better card. It's a Tyler Chatwood. Had a pack of 2009 Signature Stars, which actually had a hit as well. Eddie Whitson's kid here, Carson, jersey card. But I got one of the big hits out of this batch of grab bags. For a $10 grab bag, I pulled from Panini Immaculate Collection, number 5 of 49, Lou Gehrig, Pee Wee Reese dual bat relic. Out of a $10 grab bag. I mean, this guy is awesome. He always puts, I don't know how he does it, how he works out, because you could buy some of these and get, you know, like a no-name jersey, a no-name auto, and a pack with nothing in it. That's like the worst case scenario, so you're still getting hits, but, you know, they're not great hits. But this is probably one of the best cards in my collection at this point. It came out of a freaking $10 grab bag. So I'm really psyched for that, man. A Lou Gehrig bat piece. My wife is big into Lou Gehrig, the mystique and the history behind him. So she was pretty excited to see that. That's rare for my wife to give a shit about a baseball card. So there's one last look at it. All right. And one last card. This one was USPS for the loss. This one, apparently they sent it on a slow boat to China, but it finally did get to me. I picked this up off a dude in the Facebook group. I mentioned the YouTube Raz community last time, how I had people contact me and tell me they had Zobrist stuff that was not the one I was trying to win in the Raz. And this is the other one, and this one is also sick. I mean, this card is just plain sick. So anyway, it's a printing plate, auto, triple patch, 1-of-1, obviously, and it is the white whale. But look at those patches, man. That card is filthy. So psyched for that. So yeah, the Zobrist PC is legit. I'm a little bummed out actually that he's with the A's now, because I used to be able to watch him play all the time. He played the Yankees constantly, and now he's out west, so I won't be able to watch him play as much. But wish him luck out there. He got his start right here in the Capital District of New York State, and you know, he's obviously a great player. And if you guys have anything, I don't care what it is, base, inserts, refractors, I don't care what it is, if you're willing to sell it or trade it, I would be interested. Alright, so I'll leave you with that. Hope you guys are all doing well out there. That's upside down. Hope you guys are all doing well out there, and I'll talk to you soon. Take it easy.